Hi, everybody. I am getting us all connected on Instagram. And I think we're all set up here and live. Yeah, live on both platforms. So we're talking about a very timely thing. 'Tis the season of pumpkin. And if you've ever heard us talk about a great way to transition your pet from food to food, or just a great digestive regulator, pumpkin is it. Pumpkin is magical in so many ways. And so I kind of wanted to tell you about the top 10 things that pumpkin is really good for, and then tell you about some things we're doing to celebrate pumpkin this afternoon and moving on into the weekend that you might want to take advantage of. So we're having Yappy Hours this afternoon from 3 to 6 here at our Battleground location. That's a new thing that we're starting, and we're going to try to alternate the store location where we host our Yappy Hour, and it's just going to serve as a sampling time. But today we are doing pumpkin lattes, and we took some pumpkins that we purchased, and I'll show you what we did with those, and we roasted some of those seeds. And then we added to it a pumpkin latte by Super Snouts, Digging Your Dog. We added canned pumpkin by our friends at Nature's Logic. We added goat milk, and the spice for the pumpkin spice latte is Golden Boost by Bones & Co. And we added that all into a blender and mixed it up. And we have sample cups of it here. And then we filled a thicker version. We purchased some little tiny pumpkins and carved them out, and then poured this in those little tiny pumpkins. And we're going to be selling those all weekend. They're a great thing for your pet to work on. If you have a little dog, I would probably not give it to them all in one sitting because it could be too much pumpkin for them. But a bigger dog could certainly handle it. And then they could chew on the pumpkin if they wanted to. But I would certainly be careful letting them chew on the pumpkin just because they bit off too big of a piece. You want to make sure that you're there to supervise. But it is certainly edible because it's pumpkin, raw pumpkin that we purchased here locally. So pumpkin has great benefits for digestion. The wonderful thing about pumpkin is that it works for both ways. So if you have a dog that has a dog or a cat that has stool that's too loose, adding pumpkin helps to tighten up that stool. But then it also will help cats have a tendency to have constipation, and that really helps regulate the constipation as well. And the reason is because it's a good fluid regulator. And so it's really good at knowing how much fluid your pet's digestive tract needs. And so it's really good at regulating that fluid. And of course, if it's too loose, making it firmer. If it's too firm, making it looser. So that fiber content is really good in pumpkin to help regulate digestion. It's really good for weight loss. So it's a low-calorie food, and it can help pets feel really full. So you can replace some of their kibble, or if you're feeding a raw diet and you need to get some weight off your pet, you can take away some of what you're feeding and replace it with pumpkin. And the fiber helps make them feel more full and helps them lose weight. It is much lower in calorie than the food, and therefore you're giving less calorie, lower fat, and it works as a weight loss supplement. We sell fruitables here, and they have a canned pumpkin specifically designed for weight loss purposes, but all pumpkin really works in the same way. Really good for hydration. About 90% of a pumpkin's volume is water. And so if you have a pet that is dehydrated, pumpkin is a really good rehydrator. Good for urinary health. Pumpkin has vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that can help prevent urinary tract infections and bladder stones. So pumpkin is really good for urinary health as well. Also, really good for immune system. It is high in vitamin A and vitamin C, both of which help support your pet's immune system. So another great benefit of pumpkin. It has so many benefits. Okay, this is one that I love. It's really good for parasite prevention. Specifically, pumpkin seeds are really good at parasite prevention. Thank you, A. I'm going to share with you a special thing that we're getting ready to sell. Um, but parasite prevention, pumpkin is really good at preventing parasites. And so it's an all natural anti-parasitic. Skin and coat, pumpkin can help with skin and coat health as well. Upset stomach, like we said, it's really good at regulating digestion. And so it's really good for an upset stomach and for nausea and vomiting. You can mix some pumpkin in with chicken and rice, and that is a really good upset stomach remedy. The pumpkin, again, that fiber helps really know what that stomach and digestion needs, and is a really good digestion regulator. Also good for stress and sleep. Pumpkin can help decrease stress and improve overall sleep for your pet. So if you have an anxious pet, pumpkin can help in some regard. Now, what we're doing here today, we have made these little pumpkin lattes carved out of pumpkins. I'll put it next to my head for reference because me holding it up to the camera doesn't really show you how small these pumpkins are. But we got little tiny pumpkins and we carved them out. And we poured a little pumpkin mixture down in there with some goat whip and cinnamon on top, and made a little pumpkin latte for your pet. If you have a small dog, this is going to be too much for them to take at one time, but you can certainly let them work on it and then put it away for a little while and let them get a little bit more. But these are going to be available while supplies last for $12.99. They're a fun, cute little treat. And like I said, your dog can chew on the pumpkin. It is just raw, fresh pumpkin grown here locally. We actually got it from a church pumpkin patch. And then on the top is the Bones & Co. goat whip. But there's goat milk, pure pumpkin, pumpkin seed, a little bit of coconut oil, and Digging Your Dog pumpkin latte mixed in right in there. And that is what's in that little goodness right there. We also have our Yappy Hour going on until 6 here at our Battleground location. Nicole has some free samples. She has all kinds of fun stuff. So you should definitely bring your pet down to come taste our pumpkin latte and get some freebie things. She'll be here until 6 o'clock doing that. The other thing we'd love to invite you out to is our Poocha Mania tomorrow, which we are sponsoring with our friends at 107.5 and Rock 92. They're going to be downtown at LeBauer Park. Nicole will have our pop-up shop, and she's going to have all kinds of fun free things and going to be asking everybody to spin our wheel of deals. She's got a special request for you tomorrow at our event. The other thing we have going on is our pet food challenge that we will be doing all weekend. We will be accepting pet food donations until Sunday night at 6 o'clock. And we are going to hopefully be filling that truck on Monday morning at 8:30. We will be loading the truck to go to our friends at Rescue Ranch. And all of the pet food collected will be going to help affected shelters and families in Western North Carolina. And this is going to personal homes as well as shelters and rescues. And our friends at Rescue Ranch are helping us to streamline getting that product out where it's needed. So it will first be staged in Statesville and go on from there. But this is our second rodeo at food donation. We sent 20 pallets of food and 30 pallets of water the last time we did this. We have already got over 3 pallets of food that is going to be loaded on that truck. We would really like to make it 6 pallets of food so that we can fill that truck and get all of that pet food to our friends at Rescue Ranch. So you can purchase pet food here at our store location on Battleground. We'll give you a 10% discount on anything you purchase to go on that truck. And if you want to bring it in from other places, that's absolutely fine. Just bring it in the door and let us know that it's here for the donation drive. But we're more than welcome to purchase it here or purchase it elsewhere. We just want to make sure they get what they need to be able to get it to Western North Carolina for the individuals who are in need there. I think that's it, but you definitely want to make sure you have time to go down to our friends tomorrow at LeBauer Park and see Nicole at our pop-up shop. Oh, one other thing, our costume contest is going on. I think we've had 2 entries so far. I know there are lots of people coming this weekend to enter, so you want to get your pet dressed up, enter our costume contest because you have a chance to win a gift card to All Pets Considered. And then we have our big Boo Bash coming up again next month. That's our annual, or next week, sorry, on the 19th. That's our annual Boo Bash. We have our Halloween photos. And if you were not a part of our Halloween photos last year, you definitely need to be part of them this year. Super excited that our special guest star for Halloween pictures is going to be returning. And they turned out spectacular last year. If you didn't get a chance to get over and do them, you need to definitely make a plan to be there on the 19th. At our Sedgefield location, we'll be there from 10 to 2 taking Halloween pictures, and then we'll have a pumpkin carving contest. We're going to have all kinds of fun things for you to do next weekend. Hope you guys have a fabulous weekend, and we will definitely see you tomorrow at LeBauer Park or at one of our 2 store locations this weekend.